Founded in 2013 by Kamil, HCAC is a place many of us know and love. So many of us creative double-lifers find ourselves going through that iconic red door, finding a weight being lifted off of our shoulders. We enter, hoping to unfuck ourselves, to give our characters inner life, to be vulnerable once more. Kamil, the face of HCAC, a teacher, mentor, confidant, and friend to us. Some even view him as a father figure. Wonder what those unresolved issues are about. In a place as welcoming and with a custodian as warm, we find ourselves late one September night. Kamil is tired. It's been a long day. Back-to-back classes, rehearsals, and the never-ending upkeep of his second home. He was looking forward to going home, but alas, fate wouldn't have it so. He thinks about taking one last piss before making the arduous journey home. But then the smell hits him. No. No, please not tonight. Why? Why him? Why today? No. Too many times he's cleaned up after someone else. Dishes, spills, hair all over his stage. But this was a whole nother level. He wasn't going to let this go so easily. There must have been scores of people who spent time at the building today. Where could he hope to start? But that refuse couldn't have been there all day. Yes, he was sure he used that very same cubicle in the afternoon. Voila! He could eliminate the morning batches just like that. The schedule. Genius. As he looked through the list, various snippets of conversation from the day started playing through his head. Didn't he overhear Li Hong telling Bethan she had just had coffee and wouldn't be able to sleep tonight? Coffee is a powerful mover of bowels. But then he heard Bethan's reply in his head. Me either. Stupid period cramps. Now, Kamil wasn't an expert on female anatomy, but for what it was worth, he did have a girlfriend. A girlfriend who was at home, waiting for him. A girlfriend who made him laugh and smile. Who challenged him and made him a better person. A girlfriend who was more than perfect for him. But then he remembered why he was thinking of her. And he recalled having a conversation with her about period poop. I mean, who could forget that? He took a moment to be proud of himself. A year ago, he would never have thought a woman could leave such a mess in the toilet. But he had grown. If this wasn't peak feminism, he didn't know what was. Feminism. Amit was wearing that t-shirt. Amit who, despite being Indian, couldn't handle his spice. Amit who, knowing his hamartia, had a giant bowl of spicy curry for dinner. There's no way that boy could have handled that spice. But Kamil was dejected. 3 suspects thus far, no way to find out who did it, and a studio that was slowly but steadily starting to smell. He had to clean it up. Now. What was he going to do? Ask them if they took a massive nasty dump and left stains along the rim? I mean, who would even fess up to that? There was nothing more to be done but to finally go home to Gwen. Ah, Gwen. Then he felt a stirring in his stomach. Uh-oh. But there was no stopping this. He had barely sat on the bowl when his insides exploded outwards. Thank God no one was around to hear that. But why was his stomach upset? He hadn't had anything out of the ordinary. No coffee, no curry, definitely no period. Only the food he stole from... Oh, crap.